and I say, yo, so are y'all good for 4 p.m. tomorrow? Flaco, I forget exactly what he said, but it's clear that he was going to be out of town, that he had not written this down. He had not put it in his calendar at all, not taking podcasting seriously. And thoughts?
It seemed like Flaco been getting to a bag and shit. He just moving different.
Man, I was just about to say the same thing. Man.
He could finally able to get a girlfriend now. He got a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, not for real. He feeling himself and he just, you know what I'm saying?
Number one, ghosting on the episode and not telling me in advance. Number two, doing bad, low quality, watered down content with someone who realistically is not a professional podcaster. So I just want to let the world know, I thought that this might have some motion, some momentum.
I'm reporting from the block where the truth gets stretched. Journalism with an edge. Every story I fetch. Mic levels on crisp. Every quote get checked. Podcast booming. Turn opinions into verified fact. Voice for the unheard. Pain that I narrate. Turn a booth into a newsroom. Pressure I translate. Scoop right.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? This your boy BT Scoop back with BT Scoop TV, man. Y'all see my boy Adam22 looking like he just lost his best friend, man. Y'all know the name of this title say Poetik Flakko quits no jumper to go work with Opps. No, they Adam22's Opps, man. But we gonna get into this content though, man. Say Flaco is done with no jumper, bro. I'm thinking Flaco is like, it don't go with his brand. But we gonna get into it though, man. Y'all hit that like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that hype button to get your boy into that algorithm, man. It's your boy. Let's get into it, man.
Tomorrow, I was supposed to do a pilot episode with Flaco and Moose Man. The idea being that maybe there's a chance that No Jumper could have another weekly show that would feature me, Flaco, Moose Man, and I don't know, maybe we build out some more people on the cast from there. This is just an idea. I've been toying with it. I figured, why not? We'll do Wednesday. We'll do an episode. We'll see how it goes. It's been in the calendar for weeks now because it was hard for us to find a date that would work. Today, I message in the group chat with them, and I say, yo, so are y'all good for 4 p.m. tomorrow? Flaco, I forget exactly what he said, but it's clear that he was going to be out of town, that he had not written this down. He had not put it in his calendar at all, not taking podcasting seriously. And to his credit, Moose Man said that he had a thing with the apartment he's trying to get or whatever. He wasn't going to be able to do it either. So both of them, despite it being in the calendar, both of them were not planning on showing up and did not mention it in any way to me, which personally, that shows a lack of professionalism. I'm going to be totally real. Then in addition to that, Flaco was telling us about this terrible deal that he had on the table where basically he was being offered money to start a podcast. They sent him the contract. It was all f***ed up. They were trying to take a percentage of his YouTube money, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know if I'm saying too much, Flaco. He takes this deal that is not so beneficial and he ends up giving it to T-Rell. And then he gets a large percentage of the money, and that makes sense because realistically, T-Rell ain't got shit going on. So anybody trying to give him any money, he's just, any dollar he can get his hands on, he's excited. So, but then that also makes me feel like by Flaco doing a weekly podcast with T-Rell, he's watering down his value because he's showing that he's willing to sit with D-listers on a weekly basis just to help try to get a relatively small amount of money. So to the people that I kind of hyped up the idea of Flaco and me doing a weekly podcast, multiple strikes against him. Number one, ghosting on the episode and not telling me in advance. Number two, doing bad, low quality, watered down content with someone who realistically is not a professional podcaster. So I just want to let the world know, I thought that this might have some motion, some momentum. I don't think Flaco, I don't really see it working out, especially because he's out of town.
Hey, man, I'm going to say this right here, man. Flaco basically is just trying to get away from the whole no jumper scenery, bro. He going over there to do work with, signed a contract with T-Rell, which is one of Adam22's top op in this internet space, bro. That's number one. Number two, the type of content that Poetik Flakko like to make is basically that he goes up on this talking crazy about them gang members out there in California. And you just got Crip Mac back, so you can see what's going on between him and Crip Mac. Of course, he's not coming up there to that platform no more. He gonna continue to make, if he want to continue to make that bag off of talking down on them gang members, he cannot come to that platform because it's more than enough reputable gang members up there to check him. And y'all be like, oh man, he trying to get away from Adam22. What about Whack 100? Okay, Whack 100, he probably trying to get away from Whack 100 the same way. I feel like Flaco is trying to distance himself from this type of, you know what I'm saying, environment to where he can go and really talk his talk without having to face any of these consequences face to face or man to man, or having a possibility. But let's keep it going though. Y'all hit that like button. I just talked a lot, but hit that like button, man, if I'm making sense.
You have to be flying in for it. Maybe the Adam and Moose thing could still have some legs, but we would have to find at least one, maybe two more characters in order to be able to make that a thing.
When you say it's not going to work, is that referring to just this specific show with Flaco, or just like it's more of a greater issue you have?
And I also heard, well, speaking on that, they say Flaco basically run the whole show. He give the topics and all that, but let's see what they talking about. Hit that like button.
With Flaco in general.
Well, I mean, no, it's really just that. I would say that those are the two things that I consider kind of like strikes against the idea of doing consistent weekly content with Flaco. Is that, number one, I feel like by him doing a podcast with T-Rell, he's kind of watering himself down. And also, the views are just looking terrible on that. Like, no.
But to be real with you though, Adam, T-Rell and them boys, they are not bad podcasts. They just, they just ain't got no motion over there. They don't report on the stuff that, you know what I'm saying, that make them go viral like y'all report on and things. They ain't got characters on their platform like that, bro. So you can't really down T-Rell and them like that, bro.
Nobody wants to see Flaco sitting down with T-Rell.
Hey.
Me and Moose, on the other hand, that could have some value, but you can't be sprinkling yourself all over the place and doing content with somebody who has nothing going on. That's just not, like, if you're doing that and then you're also doing with me, I'm looking at it like, okay, what makes our platform special when you're doing content with a No Jumper reaction channel on a week-to-week basis? Anyway.
Hey, be careful with that, Adam.
Thoughts?
It seemed like Flaco been getting to a bag and shit. He just moving different.
Man, I was just about to say the same thing. Man.
He could finally able to get a girlfriend now. He got a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, for real. He feeling himself and he just, you know what I'm saying?
I do think that, like, the way I see Flaco is that he is just not, I don't think he's capable of really, like, focusing on anything outside of his own YouTube channel. And it's kind of been that way since I met him, realistically. Like, that's always been his focus. Everything else we tried to get him to do, it really just kind of always felt like it was a bit of an afterthought in comparison to him just grinding.
I'm going to go ahead and keep it a band with you. Y'all might not like Flaco and some of the takes he have on these gangs and stuff, but Flaco is far from a dummy. Trust me. He know what he doing, bro. Just imagine if him and Adam22 fall out. The content that Flaco will run on Adam22 would be ridiculous, bro.
And on his channel. And I respect that and I appreciate that. I don't really want to get in the way of that.
Yeah, first thing first, you're supposed to handle your business first, though. But
Thanks.
shit, yeah, I think it's exactly what I'm saying. I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was about to ask you, before he said that, I was about to ask you, do you think Flaco is not necessarily bigger than No Jumper, in, but he's too big for No Jumper?
Outgrown it.
He feel like he transcended.
I think that there is a world in which Flaco could be focused on doing a weekly piece of content on No Jumper. I don't think that, like, what he does with his own channel is so time consuming that he couldn't also do that. Mm-hmm. But as long as he's living out.
Adam want that man at No Jumper, bro. He don't want him dealing with T-Rell at all.
Out of state, that's for sure gonna really limit it. You know, most people don't want to fly from friggin' North Dakota or whatever to California on a weekly basis.
I know this isn't 100%, but
oh yeah, we see the setup, bro. He done moved back to North Dakota, bro. Once he actually done with No Jumper, bro, he gonna tear No Jumper into pieces, bro. Him and academics. Y'all pay attention. Don't say I didn't tell y'all this first.
What's up with Flaco's weight loss journey? Because I'm mad confused about that too.
That shit
Is he
didn't
actually
work.
losing weight? Like,
That shit backfired, bro.
See, check Lush.
what do you mean?
I don't think he's gotten bigger.
Adam trying to get him back. Lush sitting there smacking him in the head. That's crazy.
But I wouldn't say I'm confident that he's getting smaller.
I mean, like, look, if this was like, hey, Lush One went to rehab because he was, you know,
You came back and you're still
everybody laughed
doing
about
moles.
me being yeah, exactly. Then it's like, and you see me and I'm like, have like my cheekbones are more extended and I'm skinnier.
I mean, yeah, I don't
Looking
know.
like a scream ass.
Well, I will say that, like, I had an aunt back in the day who got the stomach stapling surgery, and she just ate through it. She just kept eating, and I think her stomach kind of just ended up going back to the normal size. And that's very much like a risk when you get that surgery, is that if you really just keep eating, it's just not going to hold, and your stomach's going to kind of like expand again, and you just won't lose weight. I'm not saying that's what happened with him, but it's definitely a possibility.
It's just not. I guess maybe it's more of an involved procedure than.
Well, to be
we
fair though, too, I mean,
anticipated.
I feel like he could lose a lot of weight, and maybe we wouldn't be able to tell because he was so like if he's lost 50 pounds, that's a ton of weight, but it's not like that much of the overall weight that he probably was like a good 350 before, right?
Now, this is why you know what I'm saying? He ain't, y'all crashing on this, man. Y'all know Flaco is very, very sensitive when it comes to his weight. If you want to keep your best guy that you got up there, man, who got the most potential, man, you don't body shame him in front of everybody and think it's just going to be cool. That's why I say once it's time for Flaco to go up on no jumper, it's going to be a deadly scene.
What is he now?
I don't know, but if he went from 350 to 300, he's still gonna look pretty fat.
It might be difficult to tell, because my thing is this, and I'm rooting for Flaco. I want bro to come through. You feel me?
But
I just don't see a tangible result at this point.
hey, if you paying your money, nigga need some results.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't
Is
see
it fair to tell someone that they are still fat after they get an invasive surgery?
Yeah,
like, is it? I feel like we should be able to be that honest with each other, right?
If it was me, if like this was me, you guys would be for sure 100% very forthright about if I still looked fat.
That's real, and it says a lot about the fact that I think that we feel like we have an open enough line of communication.
Man, Flaco is a vice out there, bro. What y'all failing to realize, man. Spody Face ain't gonna say too much about him. Munchy B gonna keep it real with him, and Hefe ain't gonna speak on him, bro. I'm just not saying that they need the Poetik Flakko, but at the end of the day, bro, they don't want to shoot with Flaco.
Communication with you, that we could be honest with you.
Yeah, please.
But like, I mean, there are other things. Like there are definitely things that you don't feel comfortable being straight up with your friends about because they're sensitive, right?
And Flaco probably just a homie to them guys for real.
Well, yeah,
And some
everybody's got
people
their
don't
sensitive
necessarily have the aura with which you feel like you could just tell them whatever, right?
And y'all straight up telling them he stink. Man, so what's the difference now?
That's crazy. Because
That's a fixable problem.
I never did that, for the record.
I did a reaction. I did a reaction on.
I did see that on your channel.
I think that was
Tell us about
reaction.
that.
Crip Mac was creaming
You got
his
your little doo-doo, man.
suspect. Suspect Gina. That was I don't know.
Man, Crip Mac ate. Oh man, I don't even want to do.
Yeah, Crip Mac said he stunk,
bro. I couldn't stop laughing watching that clip, bro. It ain't even funny. Like Crip Mac was on him. I don't know why Crip Mac was talking to Flaco like that, man.
No, he flipped the switch because he called him a.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Nah, he came out the gate too,
Flaco was calling him a retard and acting like he could beat the shit out of him, those are pretty much things that are lines you don't cross.
No,
with
but when he
Crip Mac,
said
right?
big, she said "F your mama."
Yeah.
That he turned up.
He came out the gate though when he. That shit was funny, bro. I couldn't stop laughing. Crip Mac was on Flaco, bro. You see the clip?
Hey,
A little bit of it, yeah. When he was talking when they was on the phone.
I mean, okay, can I get actual opinions here? Like, do you guys think that Flaco could beat Crip Mac in a fight?
I think so.
I got Crip Mac.
You know what? Like, I think that Crip Mac has way more experience. My bet would be Crip Mac. However, I think Flaco thinks he'd beat the out of Crip Mac.
No, we know what he think. We got, but you saying your money will be on Crip Mac.
Yeah, it's always mine's on Crip Mac, but it's always a chance. Flaco could get a hell of a trainer and really get, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that I underestimate.
Who y'all got y'all money on? Flaco or Crip Mac? Leave it in the chat. I'll let y'all know at the end of
I just got Crip Mac in that fight. But he definitely can go in there and do his stuff though.
The thing with me is I know it's a marketing thing with Flaco. He want to beat up like the dude that say cuz every other word, the big Crip, and then brag about it later. I prefer it be another Crip that take the fade, or another whatever game maker.
Somebody who you think would have a better chance of winning.
somebody who got a high possible chance of beating Poetik Flakko. Don't put Crip Mac in there, bro. He swinging with his backhand, man. No.
Because I don't think he go. You know what I'm saying? And I see what the Flaco doing, bro. He not slick.
Well, you know he definitely wants.
Trying to embarrass all gang members, gonna be like, boy, I just whooped these gang members. They ain't messing with me. He feel like Crip Mac is the easiest target.
Like in his ideal world, he beats up like a gang member, like a visible or reputable or respected gang member that everybody sees online, and that makes him. Yeah,
you're saying that's his little baby.
That is his.
Well, Ak almost fought Little Baby, and I guess like maybe to Crip Mac, like maybe to Flaco, Crip Mac has some of the same attributes where it's like
for sure
that would get him. Like as much as Ak wants to be able to talk about every rapper, and somebody like Lil Baby like doesn't appreciate it, Flaco wants to talk about every gang member, and if he was able to like beat up a very famous gang member, then that would obviously make people have to.
Good comparisons, Adam, because Academics is Poetik Flakko's big brother / pops.
Look at him potentially a little bit different.
I do trust Flaco's intelligence though, and I feel like in his head he's completely convinced
he's picking
that this is a fight he can win.
But all right, there's been so many things that just seemed just delusional that have come out of Flaco's mouth over the years. Like he said that he's hotter girls than me. Remember that in the chat?
Yeah,
that's kind of fake impossible.
I'm just like, bro, what are you talking about? Like
how will we know though? Like seriously, is he? Flaco got that bag, man. Y'all don't know what Flaco flying in that dungeon room with his, bro.
Like, I'm not acting like I the hottest girls in the world, but I've like most of the most famous porn chicks in the world. And meanwhile, like we really have not seen any of your resume when it comes to women.
So you don't think it's possible for me to go to no bad? What you saying?
I'm not saying that it's impossible for him to. I just think it's very unlikely that he's a lot of bad and that we just haven't seen any of them.
Hey, bro,
if I can't name 10 bad that you off the top of my head, it's most likely that they're not better than like 10 corno chicks that we could all name.
If I this bad for free and you paid to that bad, bro, it don't hit the same.
You're right. Absolutely, it do hit different. But then again, who are we discussing right now?
Mr. Pay to Play.
Okay. So you feel me? Like, ain't no points for him in that regard.
If you're playing your cards right.
Hefe be looking like a little pawpaw up there, boy. If you play your cards right, yeah, I feel what he talking about. But man,
we'll do Wednesday. We'll do an episode. We'll see how it goes.
But all in all, man, this is what I'm gonna say, bro. Let me like this for No Jumper, bro. But man, I feel like Poetik Flakko probably is outgrowing No Jumper, bro. He got a whole different game plan. He feel like, them gang members being up there at No Jumper, that's limiting what he want. That's limiting what he want to do, and he's not going for it. So he went with the ultimate low blow to Adam22, and went and signed a contract with Adam22 Opps, T-Rell. That is crazy work, man. But if my logic makes sense to y'all let me know in the comment section, man. If y'all got different thoughts, put it in the comment section. Let me see what y'all thinking over there, man. I think Poetik Flakko is. He want to talk that junk about the gang members, bro. That's his whole op. You know what I'm saying? That's what he do. He get paid off of going crazy at gang members. And just like they say, bro, they need to put a better opponent in the ring with Flaco if he think, you know what I'm saying? If they thinking Crip Mac is the fight for Flaco, I feel like, nah, don't do it. Don't even make it seem like he got a 50-50 chance of winning. Better put somebody else in there, because Munchie B is on it. And Munchie B see what Poetik Flakko game plan is to try to destroy the Crips. I mean, not the Crips, but the gang members any way possible. He hate gangs. That's why he not going to be back up there, no jumper. But y'all let me know what y'all think. I don't know, man. Just keeping it real. We're going to call a ball, strike. The metaverse. I'm probably BT Scoop. I'm out. Hit that hype button and get your boy into the algorithm.